Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel on Unique Pages with Fortunate. And this is your host, Fortunate Malumani. Today, we will be flipping another page. We'll be writing another story. We'll be entering into another season. And what are we talking about today? Today, we are talking about the power of affirmations. And what exactly are affirmations? Affirmations are the positive words that we speak towards ourselves with the aim of wanting to see them manifesting into our lives. And I have learned the power of affirmations myself in the previous year, where I was just going through a moment of introspection and self-reflection. And I was like, hey, hang on. Since I want to see this thing manifesting into my life, happening into my life, why don't I then start speaking it into existence? I mean, they say there is a power in the tongue, right? So I started putting it into practice. So what I would do is I would write my thoughts and the things that I want to see happening. I would write my affirmations, my positive words, the positive attitude that I would have. I would note it down on my notepad, or just like write it on sticky notes and just pasting it all around my wall. I'm sure you can see some other writings here, some sticky notes hanging on my wall. That's just like the kind of a person I have learned to become, to write down my affirmations, to write down every positive thing that I think about. And every single morning when I wake up, or when I'm in my room and I just stare at the wall, and I be like, maybe sometimes you're just having a rough day, or you're trying to get something done and you feel like you cannot get it done. Every time you look at what you have written, it reminds you of, you know what, I can do this. I wrote this thing down because I knew I am capable. I am able. I can do this. I'm strong. The moment you start saying them every single time, the more they get stuck in your mind. It's like you are literally registering them into your brain. Sometimes even you don't even have to look at them anymore. The moment you get used to it, it just flows in your system. It just runs in your blood. You get my point? Wherever you are at any time, even when you are not at your place, you're just like somewhere out there, and something is just not coming together, your brain automatically now reminds you that, hey, remember, you are this kind of a person. Remember, you can do this. You remember, you are capable, you are able. You understand? So sometimes we as people, we want to achieve certain things, yet we still speak against those things. How are you then expecting yourself to get it done, or to achieve it, or to reach that milestone, if you still speak against it? For example, there are certain people who have a tendency of saying, I don't know if it's just laziness or what. People usually say, you know what, success is not for everyone. It has its own people. Yet you still want to be successful. How are you attracting success yourself when you speak against it? You want it, but you don't speak it into your life. You want it, but you speak against it. It just doesn't make sense. You get my point? You know that you have a desire of being in a healthy, good relationship, or a healthy, good friendship, yet you still take part in conversations that talks bad about relationships and friendships, but you still want the health of it. You still want that for yourself, but you take part in speaking ill of it. How are you going to attract something that you speak negative about it? How are you going to attract something that you don't speak life to it? I mean, even plants, when we want them to grow, we nurture them. We take care of them. We water them. You understand? So affirmations are like that. You need to speak those words into existence. Speak them into your life. That way, it's you nurturing your thoughts, nurturing your mind, your brain, that, you know what, we don't speak ill of ourselves. I personally have to let go of certain words into my life. I had to let go of certain conversations. I had to let go of certain words. I had to let go of certain habits because they were not doing me any good. Sometimes we're feeding ourselves with a toxicity, but we are not aware that we are doing that. It's like a slow poison. It does not kill you instantly. It eats you slowly, slowly, and you don't notice it until it cuts you off. And that's when you realize that, you know what, I've been feeding myself with poison all this while, and I was not realizing that I'm gradually dying. There are certain things in our lives that they don't even require you to pray about them. They just need you to change the language you speak to yourself with. I mean, what can possibly go wrong speaking something good or positive about yourself? Come on, there's nothing as beautiful as nurturing yourself. Do you know how good that feels? I usually like hear people say, you know what, I'm broke, or maybe this is not going to be a good month for me. And I always tell them, don't project such things upon yourself. Don't speak such language upon yourself. Don't even normalize doing that. You are not broke. You just ran out of money. You get me? That's why I'm saying you just need to change the language you communicate yourself with, and you get used to it. There are certain things I told myself, I am never attaching myself with these things. Being broke, speaking negative about myself, saying certain things that I still want them, but I speak ill of them. I have stopped that completely. And you will see there are some beautiful and peaceful transitions that start taking place in your life. Your life just starts being peaceful, so good. The things that you want, you start getting them because you speak them to life, you attract them. So we must learn to attract goodness. We must learn to attract greatness. We must learn to attract favor. We must learn to attract grace. We must learn to attract good things. And attracting something doesn't only mean that you draw its attention. It means you start speaking it into your direction. And when you start speaking it into your direction, eventually it locates you. So that's the power of affirmations. So for example, there's certain things that I wanted. I'm not going to mention what are those. There are certain things that I wanted, and I started praying over them. But the prayer was accommodated with affirmations, and affirmations connect with faith, because the moment you start speaking that thing into existence, it's you believing that you will get it. That's how the affirmation and the faith connect. You understand? You pray over them with the belief and the faith that you know you are going to get it. No matter what, I'm going to achieve that. There's nothing that will stand into my way from me not getting that thing. You get me? Sometimes you just need to wake up, declare. Even when you wake up, what I do every single morning is when I wake up, I declare how I want my day to go. I declare greatness over my day. I declare peace over my day. I declare favor and grace over my day. I declare good health over my day. I declare positivity over my day. May I meet good people today, and you will see how your day goes, man. It will just like go as you have declared it to go. I know sometimes it's unpredictable, but when you start your day like that, you just like painted this beautiful picture of how you want your day to go, and everything about it is just going to be great. But we people, we have the tendency of like, and I understand sometimes where it's coming from. Sometimes we are just so tired, we're just so exhausted, and you'll be like, I'll just see how today goes. I mean, it's just going to go bad as always. Trust me, you're just going to have the same day over and over again. There is nothing good that's going to take place, nothing positive that's going to take place, because you do not speak that. Affirmations are like breathing air into your own body. It's like breathing inside you, breathing life inside you. If you suck the life out of you, how are you expecting to live? It's like you are the plant, and you are using the affirmations as all the resources that you need as a plant to grow. It's manure, it's water, it's sunlight, it's everything, it's rain, You nurture yourself, you grow. And you grow towards the direction of greatness. You grow towards the direction of good things. There's still people, for example, there's still people which say, I was once part of that crew, to be honest. I was a victim of that statement where we always say, I'm going to give this example. Men are dogs, men are trash, men are this. And I understand that at some point we speak those words out of pain or out of like bad experiences, and stuff like that. But you say those words still having the desire to get married, and not just getting married, but to a healthy marriage, to have a healthy marriage, healthy relationship, healthy family. But you still speak slow poison upon those desires. And when you meet the next guy and he does exactly the same to you, He keeps on proving the point of what you believe into your mind. And you might find that it doesn't have to be that way. You just need to change the language you speak to yourself with. The moment you change the language, you start attracting new things, great things, positive things. When you are a positive person, trust me, you attract positive things. When you speak life with your own mouth, you attract living things. You get my point. So we need to check the language we communicate ourselves with. This thing is like when they say, if you do not respect yourself, people are not going to respect you. If you walk around naked out there, don't be surprised when somebody insults you using your own body. You get my point? Because that's what happens when you speak death over your life. That's what happens when you speak negativity on over your own life. You attract those things, and when they start happening, you become shocked. So you cannot walk around naked, and when people start insulting you with the body that you expose, that they see, you become shocked. You see? So that's why it goes hand in hand when they say respect starts with yourself. When you respect yourself, treat yourself with some dignity. Some people will treat you as such. Same as life. When you approach life with a positive mind, with wisdom, when you approach life with positivity, you attracted that into your life. So it's just like that. So we need to mind the words that we say, even the words that we say towards other people. The moment your tongue gets used of speaking life, greatness, and good things, you pass that out to other people. There are certain words I never allow people to say them to me. No matter what, I don't care. Those are my boundaries. Never say that to me. You get me? Because if I don't even say that to myself, you have no right to say that to me. You get me? So even in the circle of the people we are with, we set boundaries that, hey, I don't like you saying that to me. Don't ever say that to me. Because the language I don't speak to myself with, you cannot speak to me with it. You cannot. You see, if I never speak poverty, I never speak brokenness, I never speak sickness, I never speak any of those things, struggle, suffering, sorrow, if I don't speak those things over my life, who are you to speak them over my life? So we need to set boundaries of certain energies never to even reach us. You get me? In my space, I attract good energy, positive energy, great energy, energy of favor, energy of grace. And that's the kind of energy I attract, carry, and speak every single day. If you come carrying your bunch load of negativity, come on, never cross it to my territory. You see, so that also comes with setting boundaries to people around us that don't say that to me. Don't ever say that to me. You reject it. You never even allow it to be an attachment to your life. Don't allow it. So those are the things that we need to learn about the power of affirmations. You see, my friends usually say that I'm strict because they need to mind what they say to me. There are certain ways that they cannot say to me. And I always tell them, I'm not strict. I just love myself so much never to allow myself to have an attachment with certain conversations or certain words. So when you come to talk to me, you can't just open your mouth and just vomit anything. Even myself, when I talk to my own self, I mind what I tell myself. I mind what I consume. See how pregnant women are? Pregnant women don't just consume anything. As much as they have cravings, but they crave specific things. They don't just eat anything because they understand they're carrying life inside them. And that life needs to be protected, needs to be nurtured, needs to be cared for. And that's how I treat myself. I treat myself that I need to mind what I consume into my mind. I need to mind what I say, what I utilize my tongue for. And you will see, it's just as simple as that. You don't need to go to school and pay school fees and get a certificate for doing those things now. It's just something that starts into your brain. You practice that and you're done. So I do believe that this episode will teach you something. If you're one of those people, stop it. Okay? Never say you're broke. Just say, I ran out of cash at the moment. Oh, I'm a little bit financially stretched. That shows it's not a permanent situation. It's a now thing. It will pass. You know, it's a now thing. It will pass. Every day declare that, you know what, I am healthy. This body is not an accommodation of diseases. It's not an accommodation of sickness. Sickness and diseases have no relationship with this body, have no relationship with me. I am healthy. Okay? Sickness bows for me, not in this body. I will never be sick. I will never this. I will never this. All the things that you don't want, speak them away. Okay? And start speaking close the things that you want to see happening. Okay? Today's going to be a beautiful day. Today's going to be a peaceful day. I declare greatness over my day. May I meet good people today. Those kind of things, come on, it's so refreshing. It even feels so therapeutic doing it because it's so beautiful. So I hope this episode has helped you as much as this has helped me to start minding the language you communicate yourself with and to start minding the things that you take in said by other people. Don't accept everything anyone says to you. Hey, don't. So this is the end of episode today on Unique Pages with Fortunate. I hope this episode will play a very important role in your life. Share it to someone that you know this will be useful for them. And this is your host signing out. I will see you again on my next episode on Unique Pages with Fortunate. Remember, every season is a story written. Every day we write new pages.